Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're doing the hero spotlight for Nora, the caster of the Witches Coven, and she is a cool looking hero. So like usual, we'll go into her stats, her abilities and animations, and where you could potentially use her in the game. So let's get into it. At level 90 gear 13 regular maxed stars, we come in at 2.7 million HP, speed 216, armor 17k, magic damage resistance 37k, basic magic damage 339k, magical critical hit chance is 55%, pretty decent. Magic critical damage is 660k, and as usual you can stop and have a look at any of her stats in more depth here. But most notably, the outstanding stat for her is her crit chance at 55. That's fairly high. So, good chance of doing fairly decent damage from this hero. And she has a very unique way in which she can damage opponents as well. So, she could be a bit of a glass cannon. So, we'll jump into the arena now, look at her abilities and the animations, and go from there. Jumping into the arena, we have Nora's basic attack, Freeze Through, triggers the mage damage class mark, deals magic damage to one target, deals additional damage equal to the sum of the target's physical and magical defense increased by 4 and 2 times respectively, ignores shields, armor, and magic resistance when dealing damage. So very complicatedly worded ability. The damage for magic, it's a lot. So it would have been just nice to have a basic number that you could do, but we'll go ahead and attack the enemy Magnus. I'll look at the animation of the ability, and yeah, cool, goes through, smacks him, does okay damage. I thought it'd be more for Magnus. I thought we'd get a lot more out of that. Remembering though, we can't crit Magnus, unfortunately, but in terms of, it's just a lot of wording for a basic ability, and the sum of the target's physical and magical defense increased by 4 and 2 times respectively. It's a lot. Just, I don't think it needed to be that complicated, but neat ability all the same. And I mean, for a basic that can go through shields, ignores shields, I think that's pretty decent. Jumping onto her first special, we have Icy Mist. Deals damage, or deals magic damage to all enemies. Casts 3 stacks of frost armor on allies. At the start of turn, the hero gains a shield equal to 6% of maximum HP for each frost armor stack. 1 stack is removed at the start of the turn for all heroes except Nora, or when receiving damage for all heroes. Such damage is reduced by 40%. The number of frost armor stacks on a hero cannot exceed 5. As long as witches and light allies have at least 1 frost armor, they will repel debuffs with slowdown, skip turn, and initiative reduction effects. Reduces the speed of all enemies by 20% for 2 turns. Additionally, slows the enemy down by 10% for each allied witch and light caster. Oh, there is a lot. That is a lot for an ability. Oh, and triggers the magic damage class mark. So yeah. Let's go ahead and look at the animations before we talk about the ability. So we're going to go ahead and cast it. There we go. Looks cool. Big wave of... Oh, that's alright. Okay, that's actually pretty sick. That's pretty sick. So when the librarian gets his turn, which will be in a second, he gets shield. Wow, okay. So in terms of a support ability, this is what I mean. There should be a class in the game specifically for support units. Not a caster, not a healer, a support unit. Just plain support units, because this is a pretty strong support unit. Gives your characters shield regeneration, gives the ability to negate skip turns, reduction in speed, reduction in initiative decrease, initiative reduction. That's huge. That's massive. What else? Reduces damage as well. Reduces the speed of the enemies. That is a lot for an ability. That's huge. It almost, I don't know. We still have to go over her final special, but with just what this offers, it just feels like you'd be casting this first. Obviously, there are cleansers and buff removals. I mean, we're running her with Librarian as well, remember? At the moment, we're running her with Librarian. But Librarian has the unique ability as well that he can prevent buffs from being removed from your characters. So this ability is massive. It's massive. There's just so much to it. And it just... Oh, geez, it's just a really powerful Really powerful support ability. Moving on to Nora's second special, we have Cryostasis. Triggers the Magic Damager class mark. Deals magic damage to one target. If the target is a defender, the damage will be critical. Casts the Ice Block debuff on the target for 2 turns. While under Ice Block, the target skips a turn and cannot dodge attacks or take any action or active actions. If light allies or witches make a successful attack on a target under Ice Block, the debuff is removed and the target and all its allies take damage equal to the sum of the target's physical and magical defense increased by 8 and 3 times respectively. The debuff's cast cannot be blocked by Fortitude. So the defender on the enemy team is a Magnus, so we are unfortunately not going to be able to crit him. And yeah, we'll go ahead and look at the ability and the animations. She's a pretty cool looking champion, and as you can see, we went through the barrier there, or his shielding hit him directly. So against shielding teams, this character is going to do some work. Really cool ability and animation. Okay, we'll jump onto the passive now, have a look at that, and then go over the hero, give a little synopsis, conclusion to what we think about her. Going over Nora's passive Frosty Fresh. Each time an enemy casts a buff that provides any kind of defense or reduces limits damage to the target, Nora will cast 7 stacks of Shard of Eternal Ice on witches and light allies. Characters under this buff ignore shields, armor, and magic resistance when dealing damage. Each successful attack removes 1 stat. So, yeah, overall, she is a caster, but I think she is more heavily related to a support unit. She offers a lot to her team. The ability to bypass shielding as well is huge. She can protect your initiative. She can slow the enemy down. There is a lot. The guaranteed crit as well on a enemy defender. Obviously not, what's his name? Magnus. Because he's immune to crits. But yeah, overall, pretty nifty hero. So we've got 2 witches at the moment, and I would say both of them are fairly strong. And remember, Nora works with witches and light heroes, so you could put her into any light team as long as, you know, they don't lose too much power from having a non-faction character with them. But overall, we can go ahead and just see what we do against this team. We're using going up against the full Archon. So let's go ahead and use our Librarian. He's already at 7 stacks. And okay. One-shots the Ilios. There we go. I haven't done anything to this battle to manipulate anything. We've got the same strength across the board. Okay, we have deals 1 damage and then 2 additional enemies. I'm just wondering. Deals damage to 1 target. I'm wondering if I risk going this ability and trying to snipe that Sacrif and killing her. Let's go. Let's do that. Did it kill? Oh, yes! Oh, got rid of the artist as well. Oh, beautiful. We get another turn. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and attack. Oh, we have to attack the Magnus. Wonderful. Okay, we are going to put the evasion on our allies, and we should get some HP back here. Yep, wonderful. This taunts, doesn't it? No. Nope, let's just give ourselves huge defense. We're in Valkyrie mode as well. We're going to go ahead and protect ourselves. Nora hasn't even had a turn. What do I want to do? I don't know. Let's just deal magic damage to 1 target. It will be critical. Deals damage to all enemies. Let's just do that because we're going to hit everyone. Takes out the Tyros. He does his spin, which doesn't affect me because of I forget what ability already. Maybe it did. I'm not sure. Either way, took out the Tyros. We're going to get put a hot back on us. Beautiful. And our Librarian is at 10 stacks, so he's going to get an ability off after this. He'll AoE everything on the field. No, we lost a stack. Okay. We'll get 1 stack there. Doesn't matter. Magnus drops. Oh. Now, I'll let you know, I have done this battle a few times. It doesn't always work out that well because Tyros's initiative reset can change the order in which all heroes on the field perform. So just keep an eye out for that. Other than that, though, wow, that was nice. That was smooth. That felt real fun. But there you go. There is Nora. Really interesting hero. The witches, I think, are going to be pretty strong. I mean, as well, you can play her with light heroes. She worked well there. You didn't even get we got one ability out of her, but still, that team worked pretty nicely together, I'll have to say. But that is Nora. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you're around the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.